Well, hi. Today we are working on a nice new plain board, and we're going to do some florals on our board. We're going to be putting down some nice vibrant colors on our flowers so that we can show some prettiness in our new home decor. Flowers are meant to be pretty. So this is a new transfer that I'm using, and you'll notice the webbing on the flowers. This is part of the Chalk Couture design. That webbing allows you to do almost a screen press. We're going to use this beautiful yellow. This is the Bumblebee. This is our Chalk Couture paste. And we're going to use this, and we're going to apply it to the transfer. And it will go through that webbing that we showed you earlier, and you will be able to see great detail on these transfers. One of the things that we love about Chalk Couture transfers is they are completely reusable. So after you get done using your transfer, what you'll do is you will remove it from the project that you're working on, and you'll put it in a water bath. That water bath allows you to clean your transfer, to clean the paste or the ink off of your transfer, and reuse that transfer. It reactivates the adhesive on the back of the transfer. You'll notice that as I am applying the paste, my transfer does not move around like a common stencil would. So you're able to get better application. Look at that beautiful flower. Just beautiful. And the detail that we're able to gain from the Chalk Couture transfers is pretty amazing. So I am going to reuse that one before I clean it, since it is such a small transfer. So I moved it to another portion of the board. And then we will actually go back and put more paste on there. This is chalk paste that we're using. It's a 3-ounce jar. You're able to mix it to get a yogurt-like consistency. And then you'll use your spatula and you will smooth that in to cover the webbing and allow you to have that color with the vibrant design from Chalk Couture. Now, one of the things that I really, really like about Chalk Couture, because this is chalk paste, if I ever do have an issue, then I can always just go back, wipe it with water, and then begin again. So that is another great part about Chalk Couture. Aren't those flowers just beautiful? So I'm going to continue to make these flowers around the board, and then we'll come back shortly and put in some beautiful words. These flowers just make me happy and think of spring. If you would like to learn more about Chalk Couture, feel free to visit my store at www.chalkcouture.com/setting-sun. And you'll be able to see all the products, all the transfers, all the boards, all the paste, all the inks, all the things that we have available for you to use and to look and to see and to do. I do have a special on a board that I will add in the links below. You get a octagon board, a transfer that says "You Are Enough" with some beautiful flowers, as well as enough paste to make at least 3 projects. So that's very exciting. It's over a $42 value, and you're able to purchase it for $38. That is a special that we have going on right now. If you're interested to learn more or like what you see, feel free to share the page. You can also send me a message on Messenger, and I do get back to those as soon as possible. These flowers are just looking so pretty. I hope you're enjoying the project. It definitely gets me excited and in the mood for spring. if you would like to try Chalk Couture. I do have samples for $7, and you get a tiny coaster to do your chalking on. You'll get 2 colors of 3 grams of paste, a tiny spatula, so that you can try it for yourself and see how truly easy it is. In those sample kits, it will have one of these beautiful flowers that you're seeing here today. And it's a great way for you to try to see how easy it is. I know sometimes it's hard to believe that when you're watching it on a video, and I really want people to try it and see how easy it is. So those trial kits are only $7, and those do go out in the mail, and I am here to help you if you have any questions about those. One more flower. Where will I put it? I think I'm going to make sure that my chalk paste has dried completely before that I place that last flower down. And I like my flowers to be random, as you can tell. So I'm going to let that dry. This is chalk paste. If you're in a hurry to complete a project, you can always use a heat gun or a hair dryer. It does dry fairly quickly, so that's one of the really nice things about this chalk paste as well. I'm going through now with my Q-tip, and I'm cleaning up some areas where a little paste was spattered. One of the things that I do thoroughly love about Chalk Couture is you can always go in, clean it up. If you don't like the way anything turned out, you can always go in, wash it all down with just water and a rag, and start your project all over. I have several boards that I do that with, and I change them with the seasons. So it really is a cost-effective craft that you can decorate your home with without having to go out and buy new boards to design. A lot of less stress because you're able to start over whenever you like. This is a board that I did last week, and I just love it. I did do the ombre effect on here. It does have that vintage look to it. So, and with the ombre, we start with the orange and we go all the way down to the yellows. So that is one that I'm going to seal and keep forever. So this spray on sealer is what I use. You can get that in many different finishes. They have the super gloss, the semi-gloss, and a matte. So depending on what kind of finish. Once you spray a sealer on your project, you cannot wipe it and start from scratch. So it would have to be something that you know that you permanently want to keep forever. Anything I give as a gift, I do definitely put the sealer on because most people aren't going to want to redo the projects. So I'm ready for my last flower. I've got it put where I want it. I did go ahead and press it down to make sure that all my edging is in there so that I do get that flower design that I'm looking for whenever I'm working on this. So I will have my paste loaded and I will get that spread out for us so that we can see that last flower before we put our wording onto this picture. Just spread it out evenly. Make sure that it's covering all of that netting that's inside of the transfer. And then you're just going to pull the transfer up, and there's another beautiful flower. Just lovely. So as I'm getting ready to get started, be your own kind of beautiful is the wording that we're using in the middle of this plaque. Make a great gift for a wedding, make a great gift for a graduation, a sweet 16 birthday. Anybody would love anything that has something like this on it. So this is brand new right out of the package, and you can see that webbing. I wanted you to see that here. So I decide where I want to lay it, but first I did fuzz this. So I just put it on my jeans in order to get a little fuzzing on the backing so it doesn't super stick. And then I place it onto the board where I want it, making sure that it is stuck down. So that webbing, I can put my paste on there and it will come through nicely. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to ombre my words, and I have to decide what colors I would like to use. So I've got my spatula tool, and I'm going to start this with the wild berry. And then I'm going to come in with some peacock, which is another beautiful, vibrant color that I do. And these are colors I used in the flowers. That beautiful peacock. And then I'm going to finish it with some bumblebee. And what this does, this is going to give us the ombre effect. So once I get all my colors placed where I want them, then I will use my spatula and I will blend those colors together. And what turns out is just beautiful. And it's always a surprise. No tube will ever be the same, no matter how hard you try. But this gives us a nice look of the ombre. And then we're able to see how those colors will blend. And it's always a surprise once you pull up that transfer. So blend them nicely. Take off any excess. And you'll want to wipe that onto a rag because you don't want to put that back into your jar. And then we're able to see how it looks when it is complete. Isn't that beautiful? Be your own kind of beautiful with some awesome flowers all the way around. And see how that ombre, you start from the wild berry, and you go into the peacock, and you end with that bumblebee. Just beautiful colors. Such a fun project. This board was about $2 that I picked up from Walmart. If I want to keep this one forever, I can just go in there with my spray acrylic and spray that over the outside. If it's a board that I just want to use for seasonal, I can leave it as is, and then we can always come back for the next season and take it off. Hope you enjoyed our video today. Stop by my store, chalkcouture.com/setting sun. Thanks for joining. Feel free to share, and have a great rest of your day.